Everyone, how's it going? How's it doing? How you been? It's been a, been a little while since we've streamed. It's unfortunate. Work is kind of crazy. Hey, Ace Inferno, thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. We got some Monster Rancher action tonight. I have been unbelievably busy with work, which, you know, is nice for the monies, but does mean that it's a little bit hard to get all the stuff done I wanted to get done. It means that the galley video is still delayed. I'm really, really hoping to have it done this week. But, you know, I'm also not going to kill myself. The reason I don't, like, I desperately want it done this week, you know, not only the fact that it's, like, late and having it done at any point will be great so I can get started on this year's Halloween video. Half the script talks about summer. And there's only 5 days left in summer. So, you know, that script is going to be very embarrassing if I couldn't get it done in time, you know? So, well, hopefully I can have it done in a couple of days. But it's a lot of work. Like, the script is, like, edited. It's all cut down. It's about a 16-minute video. I've made a lot of the doodles for it. But on top of, like, having to make a bunch of new Patreon animations and stuff like that, it's been really, like, it's been tough. Like last week was, I think, 65 hours of work. And then I worked every day. I worked every day for the last week, for the last 11 days, I think. My last day off was September 4th? Something like that. So it's been tough. Nash just saying this to cover up the Melnor vid coming out for real. I mean, Melnor vid is coming out for real at some point, but, you know, we'll figure that out when we figure it out. Yeah, how's everyone doing? We're playing some Monster Rancher 1 today. What do I do for work? Audiovisual engineer. So anything from, like, doing, like, installs to running lights and sound at, like, a wedding to, you know, mixing bands on stage, just a lot of shit. I did not, like, my background's audio, like just bass right there. So, like, audio is probably what I'm strongest at, but in the industry, you know, there's people who are like, oh, I only do audio or I only do video or whatever, and, you know, they get decent jobs, but it's nice to, like, just be able to, like, do everything, and there's, like, definitely a market for that. Found more work? Yeah, it's just, you know, this summer was a little bit slow for weddings. And that was like, that wasn't just my company. That was a thing that, like, everybody in Canada saw. And I'm not sure why, just trending down. But fall is always insanely busy for us. So we're busy in the spring and we're busy in fall. And then winter and summer are usually a little bit slower. So, you know, it is what it is. Training Crestron installations. I've never done the training. I've never, you know, been at a point where it made sense for me to go get the training. I do know how to, like, run a Crestron system and how to set it up and all that, but, you know, if you don't have the credentials, they won't let you install it. But yeah, it's I don't even have, like, fucking working at heights. Like, I'm not even, like, legally allowed to be on a ladder, but it's never stopped me. You just do whatever. Who cares? I don't know where OSHA is. I don't give a shit. I don't even know what the Canadian one is called. What is OSHA in Canada? I'm Googling it right now. It's also still called OSHA? Okay, whatever. I don't care. CCOHS. The Canadian Centre for Occupational Health and Safety. Okay. Whatever. It's never mattered. Important question, is it going to be best of one? No, I think we're going to try best of three because we only have, like, 18 entrants tonight. So, you know, we'll have time to do it. As they were installing them, because Newfoundland is isolated, my boss paid an extra $500 to let them train me by sight, and then took the simulation process test and passed it, so they didn't need to call a tech in every time it fits over the pond. Yeah, that makes sense. Only 18? I mean, it's Monster Rancher 1. It's, I think it's pretty similar to what we had the first time we ran Monster Rancher 1. I think we only had 22 or something. It's not the super boss bracket from 2. Yeah, definitely not. Building my Monster Rancher 3 monster while I watch this, fell behind. So my real concern here, and also I got to update the graphic with the people who won the last couple of tournaments, is that for Monster Rancher 4 and for UKMR, obviously I want to do those still. But I have to, like, play a lot of fucking Monster Rancher to get those ready in time. Because, like, again, my Monster Rancher 3 monster is not even done. And I literally don't even know if I can stream again this week. Like, I got so much work. Oh. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to find time to do the video. Can I just, like, call the sun and ask it to, like, slow down so the next couple of days are a little bit longer? Hope stream goes well. I have work starting in an hour, so I'll have to watch VOD after you get home. No problem. Also, I have like a ton of VODs and like tournaments and stuff that I need to like edit down and upload as YouTube videos. But again, that's probably not going to happen until the winter. The channel's going to be a little bit slow with like nothing but, you know, lives and then the, what do you call it? The Rancher rundowns and stuff until probably December. And then in December, I'm going to like start a steady drip of, you know, edited VODs and stuff so I can have things on the channel again. It's just, you know, this summer was slow, but I was so busy working on other stuff, and then, you know, you got busy. You always think you're gonna have more time than you do, you know? Not gonna lie, in complete hetero way, you're a handsome lad. Thank you. I guess we can get started with the tournament. That's why you're here. You're not here to, like, listen to me talk about how, you know, I illegally climb ladders or whatever. Monster Rancher 1 is not a shining example of the series. Monster Rancher 3 might be a better competitive game for this stuff. I think so too, and we're going to see why tonight. Let me start recording real quick. So, Monster Rancher 1, we're doing a tournament for it. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching. It is quite the game. A lot of things, not only like systems-wise, but also just like mechanically, were refined pretty severely between Monster Rancher 1 and Monster Rancher 2. There's a reason a lot of people talk about Monster Rancher 1 as if it's like a beta, and then Monster Rancher 2 is like we nailed it this time. And you're gonna see from basic stuff like not being able to rematch and having to just, you know, go through the motions of like entering the monster names over and over again every time you want to do another game. You can't just like play a game 2 or a game 3. It's kind of a pain in the ass. To the fact that the monsters are so aggressive with their attacks that if you have an attack that costs more than like 30 or 40 guts, if they don't use it immediately, they will never get a chance to use it. Because your monster is going to spam those techs that cost 10, that cost 15, maybe 20. And every monster in the game, I'm pretty sure, has a tech in slot 1, like as a basic. So you can't even like leave slot 1 empty and like build around that. It's tough. There might be a couple of monsters that can do that, but like pushing, it's also like you wouldn't even want to leave it open because they just kind of walk forward constantly. So if you had nothing in slot 1, there's a good chance your monster just wouldn't attack at all. Suezo won last year? Yeah, Suezo is extremely powerful. Suezo and a couple of other monsters in the game have a glitch where a couple of their techs do extra damage on a crit. Suezo's Bite is one of those techs. Instead of only doing an additional 50%, it does like 200%. So it's like 3 times. It's like an S-Force tech for 18 guts or whatever it costs. It's insane. And because of the way that crit works in this game, every monster has 20% chance to crit with every attack. So it's certainly something. Plant has something like that with root attack. In this game, it's called Hook. And, you know, attack that normally costs... Well, it costs like nothing. It only has like 6 force. But on a crit, it's measured as if it has 18 force. So it does over 3 times damage every time it crits. And that's kind of insane for a move with plus 20 hit. So Plant is very good, both power and intelligence in this game. All right. Let's get into it. So I was hearing from friends that Steam was having trouble with like online syncing lately, and not like syncing to the cloud, but like trying to play games online. And because you need to access online for this, it might, we'll see if we get any issues or not. The game booted up extremely quickly. Alright, let's get into it. Power plant Monster Rancher 1 is kind of rad. Yeah, so I built one, and I made the mistake of making it a tank. I definitely should have made it a speed monster, so we're not going to go with it. We're going to go with Batard, my monster from the last Monster Rancher 1 tournament. Love the turning music. It's it's kind of funny if you compare like the fanfare in Monster Rancher 2 to Monster Rancher 1, because in Monster Rancher 2 it's all like orchestrated a lot more, and in this game it's kind of like one guy on a trumpet going like burr, 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 burr. And it sounds like really like anemic. It's pretty funny. It's through these streams that you learn Bonsai Plant existed. Bonsai Plant's so sick, man. It's such a cool plant. Alright, first off, we got today's catch in Namor. Oh my god, we got a water fight. Wonder how many tanks are going to get kiss-locked by Pixie? Probably not many. But it is a good move. Okay, I don't even know what symbol you used for the apostrophe, because I don't think there is one. Yeah. Today's catch. Mixed defenses. We're going to take a look at the stats, because this game's stats are super goofy. It measures the level as well as the exact value. Both of these matter. So something like 950. Okay. The jump from, say, 900 to 949 does exist. But the jump from 949 to 950 is bigger. So it's like it like slowly ramps up, and then every level is an additional 10% boost. So it's like small, 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 bam, huge boost. Small, 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 bam, huge boost. So it's kind of silly. There is none. I may have put it by accident in the forum. That's fine. We figured it out. All right, I'm starting a prediction. Who do you like? Oh, I guess I gotta go back. But yeah, ad is live. Who do you like here? What do we got? Similar power, similar life. Namor's got no defense. Defense in this game is extremely powerful because it literally takes the amount of damage you do and then divides that number by your defense value. So today's catch has literally got 8.5 times the damage reduction that his opponent does. As you can imagine, you know, damage isn't actually capped at 999. It goes into the tens of thousands, and then it gets divided by 100, or it gets divided by 850. And that's why when you have a defensive 1, almost every single attack in the game does 999 damage. Okay. Choose prediction. 91% on Namor. Here we go. Oh, teleport. A little bit of damage. It goes for the punch. I love the deep sea Suezo. His skin is like so gnarly. So rusty. Got him with the tongue punch. A little bit of withering. Doesn't have much chance to hit now. The punch at 1%? Yeah, he went for it. Another one. Namor gonna take game number 1. And now I gotta enter the monsters again. A thing that you're gonna see is a lot of the monsters are built kind of... How should I put this? They're built in like a counter-picky type of way. And so we're gonna see some matchups that are just like completely lopsided. And I don't know how many like like, well matched up matches we'll actually see. Is the Deep Sea one a rare breed? Yeah. Find Beamer resembles Monster Rancher 2 Invalids just because it has all the things visible on it. With the horn and the gills, yeah. And also the texture is like complete nonsense. Alright, game number 2. Also, this game is like kind of insane in how much a guts lead like matters. You can see going from like 40 to like 20-ish dropped his chance to hit from like 13 to 1. Like, you need to have a lot of guts. And the monsters don't like having a lot of guts. So high speed, if it can survive 1 or 2 attacks, it's usually gonna win. Alright, player 2 wins. But speed is so good in this game that there's definitely a reason not to go for it. And go for a tank instead. Okay, Poxbox. We got Intelligence Hair. Intelligence Hair is actually a pretty fun monster in this game compared to Monster Rancher 2. Also, yeah, there's spaces in this game. There isn't in Monster Rancher 2 for some reason. Oh my god. Okay, so we got tanking. Look how big Golem is in this game. I love it. Adult Golem doesn't fit on the screen. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Hey Zap, how are you doing? Ten seconds left. It's looking like people like Poxbox. They like the intelligence here. I think they just want to see it. Hair's got 2 other intelligence techs in this game. Shriek and Deep Shriek that were removed and like never really added back into the game. They're pretty cool. Oh, the Belly Claw miss. Misses again. That might be it. You can do 0 damage though. So if Hair's gonna waste all its guts doing 0 damage, Bill Wormthing can get back into it. This is a cocooned Magna from a super fast guts rate worm. Another spin kick. Okay, well, 0 damage has been done, but Poxbox is winning. It's landed more attacks. Oh shit! Okay, he hit the the one flick. Oh man. Gave him all that time. Gave him all that time to build up the guts. Land 1 attack. Game number 2. Here we go. Billy W. I don't need to read Billy Wormton. This guy's Sweetenham Canada only. I don't think. Like 90% of you don't know what I'm talking about. Alright. Can't believe he only swung brow hit once in testing. That's all he would use. Oh, they moved too far forward. Poxbox, you're in trouble. Oh, the double chop. Kick miss. Oh, hit him with the shriek. There you go. There's some damage. Remember, Bill Wormton's got max. Oh my god. How... That's what it looks like when it misses? Like, they don't even get out of the way? They're just, like, completely unfazed by it? Alright. Bill Wormton's gonna get smoked with the belly claw. It needs something. It's got 30 seconds left on the clock. What's it gonna do? Wonder if it was a worm pixie at first? No, it was oh my god. You got clawed. It was not a worm pixie. It was an express worm. There's a special worm in this game with a faster guts rate than all other worms. That was added in DX. Okay. So that goes to the Wormton. Next up. Okay, we've got Eva or Ava and Pudding. Thought having Grab Claw would be great. Or Claw Grab. Belly Claw. It's an extremely powerful tech. Is this it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What? And Ava. I gotta look up whose monster this is. Hold it, one sec. Chuck. Okay, so we got a pixie fight. Okay, start a prediction. Who do you guys like? Chuck's Pixie is really good. So both of these Pixies are pretty interesting. High speed versus high defense is really neat. I wonder how much it's going to matter, like being able to just tank the hit. 59 versus 41. Okay, here we go. Challenging yourself in 1 to 9 use monsters with a fast guts rate or a lot of attacks. It could be that worm after beating the big 4. Nice. Oh, we got a fireball. It's a little bit of damage. Fireball is Pixie's strongest attack, so that's the most we can imagine it using. 136. Puddin' hanging in there. The Psychic Kick lands. A little bit of damage. Big guts gain for Pudding there, though. 16% hits the fireball. Ava's got 30 seconds to win this, though. Shock's going to do a tiny bit of damage. Pudding's going to build some guts back in that time. Another fireball. It misses at 15. Another fireball. Oh, that's going to put Ava in the lead very slightly, I think. It's hard to say. The fireball misses again. Lightning, 99. Definitely has the lead now. 13 seconds left on the clock. Pudding still hanging in there. Goes for the kick. Completely useless, but it misses. Hits the scratch for 0 damage. Goes for a scratch of its own. We see a Psychic Kick. 65 damage. 1 second left on the clock. Pudding's going to have to take a knee there. It gets Fury, which is double damage and withering, but just not enough to do anything. All right. Ava wins game 1. Game number 2, here we go. Don't think you're comfortable with how much the Pixie Gel's outfit just looks like a normal bra and panties? Welcome to the 90s. Dude, oh, I don't even want to mention this, but there's you guys might know that the Capcom Fighting Collection came out like a couple of days ago, right? And it has like Marvel vs. Capcom, MVC2, Marvel Superheroes, which is my jam, Children of the Atom, shit like that. And because, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom and that stuff is like back in at the forefront of people's minds, people were talking about role, like you know, Mega Man's girlfriend or wench. I don't know what the, like, is she a servant? I don't know what the deal is, because in every game she's like cooking and cleaning and like using her mop for like special attacks. But there was a big thread that people were like, man, this shit is gross, about how they gave her like panty shots. Like they redid the entire game to give Roll, who is a small girl, panty shots in like every animation. And the thread is just like thousands of Japanese people being like, the game is so much better for it now. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. Imagine caring about this. That's insane. It's just like actually bewildering. Anyway, the Speed Pixie's gonna win that one. And not even like, you know, I'm gonna be real. I think I understand why there's such like a negative connotation around otaku in Japan, because these people are crazy. Like, you know, we like video games. Was this a mod or is it a gimmick remake? No. So before the game released, the creator, like, of Mega Man, what's his name, Inafune, was like, how come there's no panty shots on Roll? And they're like, all right, fine, we'll reanimate all the fucking sprites. And they did. Yeah, we are. That's exactly what we're talking about. Anyway, okay, I gotta update some stuff here. Wormton 1. Yeah, it's so unsettling that just everyone was like, yeah, they made the right call. Like, come on, man. The fact he even went along with it. I mean, he had some serious pull at that point. I eat light and yikes. Speaking of yikes. This is what Mighty Number 9 does to a man. The pizza explosion is actually like a physical representation of his synapses firing. Yikes. Yikes indeed. But just the fact that everyone's like, yeah, oh yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that he's like that. It's like, come on. What the fuck, man? It's not even like another time. Predictions live. That shit was never okay. What if any of the remaining participants are hangers? I'm not sure. Hanger's kind of a weird monster to run in competitive, because it has like a couple of really good intelligence techs. Like it has the makings of an extremely good intelligence build. Hey, Mikey the Mutt. Thank you for the gifty. Very kind of you. It has the makings of a very strong intelligence build, but the problem is that he has so many power attacks, and he's going to be using those power attacks. So you're really not going to be able to actually attack with the attacks you want too often. The power attacks seem okay, but they're not as good as the int ones. Is he kind of booty? I don't really think so. I think he's okay. A lot of his stuff is like extremely accurate, so if you did like a minus skill build, you could probably make something really, really gross. 62% on the ape. Yikes was in the first tournament, I'm pretty sure, right? The name sounds familiar. I eat like gonna miss. Oh, hits a tail assault. Good damage. 2 in a row? Look at that crit. Whap, whap. Dodges a spit. It's called throw in this game. Nobody knows why. It doesn't even squish him. They had like no squishing moves in this game. Dead tongue punch misses. Dude, I love Fat Suezo's big underbite in this game. He looks like that in Monster Rancher 2 as well, but you don't get to see the form differences in battle. Oh my god, I'm getting swamped. Why is this happening? Bots? Mods? Mod? Oh my god. Dude, what is happening? I'm gonna have to, like, mod more people. This person's got a flare beside their name. That's crazy. Alright. Well, we cleared that out. Dude, what the hell happened there? Came out in force today. Yeah. Why didn't Automod, like, pick up any of that shit? That's insane. You were tabbed out? It's okay. I don't know why the Automod didn't grab any of that. That's so weird. Sorry, I'm just taking a look quick. Benson's Food? Alright, well, we're blocking Benson's Food. Oh my god. Alright, sorry, I completely missed it. Who won? That was the... Ape one? Okay. Next monster name for sure, Benson's Food. That's a pretty good name. Yikes the Ape. Yikes did pretty well last time too. Yikes' build is so funny because like it just gets obliterated by other speed builds. 300 skill is so funny, but it kills tanks. And I love this shit because the build I have is pretty similar. Is Dragon any good in Monster Rancher 1? Not really. Dragon's problem is just that everything's too expensive. The flip throw mitts. Oh, you're dead. Okay, we're going to game 3. It's gonna take me like 100 times longer to put the name in than it is to actually watch the match. Because of how polarizing speed and defense are in this game, the last time I did this, we did it in 2... this is actually more entrants than last time, because last time we did 2 round robins, and I think they both had 6 monsters in them. Or is it 4 with 6 in them, or something like that? And, what we ended up doing was I made sure every pool had the same distribution of tanks and speed monsters, because it was just... You know, everything was like so counterpicky. Dude, this is... There's like no real feedback for if it's like going through or not. It's almost too fast. I can click this, I say yes, and then it's like, oh, you're on player 2 now. Yikes. Okay, so this is game 3. This is why we don't run this game. It's fun, but like the infrastructure kind of sucks. You got to do best of 1, I think, if you're gonna do it. It's a good thing we have so few monsters. That's all I'm gonna say. Misses, gets the punch. A little bit of punch damage. He's slapping. He's slapping. Bro's good. Yeah, Mikey. Dragon in Monster Rancher 1 is like interesting because he's got some good numbers on his text, but his gust rate is just really bad. Like everything's really expensive. Oh, the flip throw's gonna land and kill, eh? On the crit. The monkey with the Hitler mustache is moving on. The problem is just that there's so much like heavy withering in the game that like Dragon struggles through it. Alright. So, Monkey's gonna win that. 2-1. Next up. We got Chris Pratt, and he's got a gun. I remember he's got a gun. I don't even know if it was entered last time. But I remember we did tests with Donnie Bitcoin. Oh, it's a gap. Is that the past version of King Ape? That's the theory. Is that he ran away and got caught on another continent. Hey Mads, how are we doing? We're doing okay. The game is quite slow to run, but we're doing good. Alright, we get to see a magic. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? I don't know why, but the space in between Chris and Pratt is making all the difference. He's Got a Gun is really interesting because he needs to use those moves immediately. He's got to use the distortion. He's got to use the... Is it machine? Yeah, machine gun. He's got a gun. He's got the machine gun. You got to use the machine gun like immediately, or else you're in a little bit of trouble. Shareable. I don't know why I said it like that. 70% on He's Got a Gun. Oh, he's also got the whatever it's called, psychic throw, psychic blow. Oh, he changes to machine gun immediately. What's gonna happen now? Was that a 99 dodge? Mamma mia. That's our first 99 dodge. He bite throws him. I love in this game, it's a thing that's missing from some of the other Monster Rancher games, is the animations when the monster gets hit. They don't just like fall over. That guy got flung. He did a cartwheel. It's like that video of when they're looking at the guy on the motorcycle on the news. It's like a police chase, and then he gets smoked by a truck and just goes like pinwheeling off the screen. Oh, he's got two life and a tantrum. This is gonna be enough. 150. Tantrum doesn't do a lot of damage, but when it's doing double damage, it's a little bit of damage. What a play. He chose not to use his power attacks. Chis Pratt. Chris P. Like the Magic Swizzer where it looks like Yellow Devil? That's iFan. That's Papa John. Is the Papa John VOD uploaded? I don't think it is. We raised him really quickly. In like one day. It was one stream because Bill Nihilist was playing Monster Rancher 1, and I'm like, I bet I can raise a monster by the time your stream is done. And I did, and I raised him very crappy as a joke. Not really as a joke, but we got our ass beat. Finally got a stream after watching all the Monster Rancher 2 guides. It's so neat even seeing a competitive community for the game. Even cooler to see I also play Magic Pendulum. Yeah, Magic Pendulum's a fun game. I'd like to go back to it. There's so many games I want to play that are not Monster Rancher. And, you know, I'm kind of pigeonholed. Every time I try to branch out, the streams are just like, well, this isn't Monster Rancher, I don't give a shit. And that's fine. It's okay to have an interest. I suppose my my personality is not enough to carry me into the wide world of variety streaming. But, yeah, it's really funny. The Pendulum streams were at a time when my stream was still really small. It's still small, but, like, you know, I was getting like 6 or 7 viewers, and Pendulum was like at the time my biggest stream with like 25 viewers out of nowhere, and I was just like, oh my god, I've done it. Gotta go back to Monkey Puncher? Maybe. Hit him with the diversion! 190. Alright, now no one can attack. The punch? How much? 90? Oh my god. Chris Pratt is winning. The tantrum? He swaps the tantrum again. It's not gonna kill, but it's enough. And he withers them. And they end up in slot 4 afterwards somehow? Wild. He's Got a Gun is going to take it. He's got an air guitar tech, yeah. Alright. He's Got a Gun is going to take that one. Next up, we got Shin Koiwa. No, we got Batard and Jambu. Yeah, that was 2 last-minute tantrums for the win. Batard. Jambu. Oh, shit. Alright. Okay. 12 years old? Oh my god. Right, let's start a prediction. Predictions live. Out of order? Goat, I'm going to do it, and then we're going to go back and do the ones that got a bye, so the monsters don't fight, like, back to back to back to back. Like, today, like, Namor and Bill Wormton have already fought. But after this, we'll probably do I Captain and Namor, and then Shin Koiwa and Bill Wormton. Then we'll do Midgar Swarm and Cocaine Worm, Pepper and Vivi, and then that way, you know, it's not the same monsters over. Back to back. That's how I normally do it. I usually skip to the one past, you know, whatever the last person with the buy is, and then I do all the buys. I'm going to vote for the Golem, but I'm not a fan of that stat line. You're not a fan of the stat line? I'm going to be honest, brother. I think my stat line is, like, significantly better in this matchup. We'll see. We'll see. All right, what do we got on the bet? 55-45, pretty split. Cyclone at 95%. How much damage we got? 476. Big chunk. Oh, goes for the bite. He misses. I'd be scared about the Golem stat line against speedsters, but this is a tank. Yeah. The double brow hit. A tackle miss. He's swinging. He's doing his best. There's the belly claw. How much damage we got? 145. Into the brow hit. Alright. Batard gonna take it. Brow hit only doing 150 feels wrong. When your opponent's got 999 defense, it's divided by 1,000. That's, you know what that means? That means that move is doing 150,000 damage. That's certainly something to keep in mind. Forgot how lanky adult dinos get? They get really long legs, eh? It's a tank? Yeah. Also, I just noticed the camera on player 2 is like lower to the ground than the camera on player 1 when it does the pan. So the monster on player 2 side will always look bigger. Cyclone doing less than half is what's throwing you for a loop. What about the spin assault? It does the exact same damage. Whip. Big ol' whip. Belly claw doing a little bit. He's too distracted by the good Rocky Boy to care about the dino. That's fair. Cyclone doesn't hit as hard as Roll Assault in this game. They do the exact same damage. Or don't they? Don't they do like 82? They both do 82. Doing one Flame Tackle would have been cool. Sorry, Mads. You got time, though. There's plenty of tanks to Flame Tackle. Alright. Yeah, both have exactly 82. They're like the exact same tech. One is, I think, like 2% more accurate, and the other one does like a tiny bit more withering. This Golem's busted? I don't know. We'll see if it has to fight a speed monster. Alright, Batard wins that one 2-0. I Captain and Namor up next. Wasn't getting out of that either way. It sucks running into a speed monster in this game. I Captain and Namor. Ooh, Suezo fight. I Captain and Shin Koiwa were actually given the proper first and second seeds, and everyone else was random. Because they were first and second in the last tournament we had. Like 2 years ago. Okay, predictions live. Yeah, I still haven't uploaded the first one, I don't think. It was like 3 streams, I think, to get it done. It took a while. Tell me what we fighting for. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, cool. So what do we got? 85% on Namor. Thought that VOD was lost? It might be. I literally don't know. I'm sure I could find it. It might be lost though. That double tail assault. Into the tongue punch, big damage. Bite is the play here, though. Tongue punch does so much withering, though. Oh my god, again? 404? So weird seeing power Suezo builds after being used to intelligent Suezos in 2. I got news for you about Suezo in 2. About what his better build is. It's probably power. Power and intelligent Suezo are both really good in 1. Or, sorry, 2, sorry. In 1, Power Suezo is, like, significantly better than Intelligent Suezo. But that's almost entirely on Tongue Punch and Bite. I like how Namor is, like, a year and 11 months old. Quite young. In 3, Suezo has nearly all int techs. I haven't actually checked out Suezo's techs in 3. See that low... It's not that the skill is low. He's got max skill, right? I'm pretty sure. It's just that once you get less guts, like once your guts fall below 50, your accuracy drops off like pretty significantly. No matter what your opponent is doing. The way that, like, evasion and accuracy are measured in this game is really wonky if you're only used to 2. It's much more dynamic, for better and for worse. Goes for the tongue punch for no reason. He's got all these, like, little attacks that'll win it for him. I capped him with a very slight lead right now. He gets bit. Look at that crit. 200 damage with, like, a C-Force tech against a tank. Namor's going to take it 2-0. The 99 miss? Yeah. UI in this one looks like so much more like a first draft than Monster Rancher 2. Yeah, it did. Alright. Namor wins that one. Up next, Shin Koiwa and Bill Wormton. Shin Koiwa, last tournament's runner-up. Took me a second to realize I had Captain's name. Captain Horn from the anime, yeah. Bill Wormton. Alright, so this is like our second tank battle. We saw what is it? He's got a gun. And Chris Pratt fight earlier. Alright, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Oh, okay, what do we got? 88% on Bill Wormton. Interesting. Very similar builds. Bill Wormton does have higher damage. Shin Koiwa definitely does not have, like, bad damage, though. He does have 2 attacks called Pierce, which is kind of funny. Into the splash? Big... Holy shit! Oh, no, you gave him Fury, though. It might be extremely over. Good crit there. The bite? No, the bite doesn't come out fast enough. Oh my god. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. My keyboard has, like, turned this thing on. Every time I type something, it just, like, pops up at the top of the screen. Does anyone know what that is with, like, the green arrow on it? Oh my god, I gotta go through this again. Splash was scary. That did so much damage. Yeah, I think that was a crit, right? I don't think it's doing that much damage otherwise. He only had 700 defense. Alright, Bill Wormton very, very slightly edging out his opponent there. Shin Koiwa, we already know it's got what it takes to at least come in second. Game number 2. These monsters got the same gust rate, which is very funny to me. Alright. Yeah, he's got a little bit less defense. That might have made the difference there. The Cyclone, how much damage are we looking at? 383. Oh, they switched sides. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Alright, we're back to normal. The double bite, doing actually pretty good damage. Hits him with a kick. Shin Koiwa hanging out, hits another bite. Bill Wormton down to half health, hits him with the pierce. Only little damage allowed. Another brow hit. The crit is going to take it. Bill Wormton takes game number 2. Lower damage output hurts him a lot. Yeah, it's when you're in a match with an opponent that also can't dodge but does more damage than you. Like, what are you going to do? Okay. Bill Wormton wins that one. Oh, so we got Batard and Bill Wormton fighting. He's got a gun, moves up. Alright, 2 more matches, and we've done at least round 1. It's taken forever. Midgar Swarm and Cocaine Worm. Games Fanfare hits different against Suezo's. Hits different against a Suezo that's multiple stories tall. Oh my god, all worm subs. And mains. This one's a little bit faster though. Alright, as we take a look at the stats, let's set a prediction. Who do you guys like? Don't know the stats, but you gotta vote for Cocaine Worm. That's fair. I get it. I understand. Speedy and tanky. Cocaine Worm with 200 skill? Holy moly. He's got the skull mark on the cape, though. That means that guy's about to die. That galley can be turned into a ghost, which is pretty sick. The skull mark's pretty, like, objectively annoying to get. I don't know how something can be objectively annoying, but if anything is, you know, unlocking ghosts definitely is. Crazy anti-tank build, yeah. There's a couple like that. This 200 skill is very funny, because against the speed, he's not going to have a great chance to hit with a lot of stuff, but his, like, tail assault, or the tail lash, is going to be, like, extremely, extremely accurate. 83% on Midgar Swarm. People betting big on the galley. See, 73%. But he doesn't do any damage. Oh, it goes for the Blizzard. I don't think I've ever seen that animation before, if I'm being completely honest. That's one of Galley's special attacks in this game. Oh, the miss? Alright, he doesn't have 99% chance to hit. Kick is also a funny move in this game because it says it's got like B force and B accuracy for 15 guts, and it's like if you play Monster Rancher 2, you're like, that is insane. But that's not quite correct. In this game, the letter values don't correspond the same way they do in Monster Rancher 1. Why is it called Blizzard if it's just the mask spinning? Because he's just blizzing. 7 seconds left. I don't know what Midgar Swarm can do here. He's going to get whiffed again. Whap, whap. Alright, so no KO. That's the first match that's gone to time. Okay, I have to figure out how to turn this shit off. Yeah, every time I like, because I'm using my keyboard to play the game, and it's like bringing up this like little text menu every time I press a letter. It's super annoying. I've never seen this before, so I don't know if it's just a Windows thing, but if anyone can help me out. I'm gonna have to Google it at some point. How do the letters correspond? So it's like they're like less valuable. Like B is like a C in Monster Rancher 2. And 2 Galaxy Blizzard's hashing mask. Well, it's like kind of an exact. It's got the same. What do you call it? The icon is the same, but it's not the same tech. I can't remember exactly where B starts, but I think it's at like 20, which is where C starts in Monster Rancher 2. I think everything is like 10 down. Or like, I don't think it like corresponds like exactly. It's like bizarre. Oh, okay. Game number 2. Cocaine Worm 1, game 1. The kick miss. Do some little bite damage. Midgar Swarm having some trouble hitting the big stuff. Blizzard, one of his more accurate attacks. But pretty expensive. We haven't seen him use Evil Tantrum. We probably won't see him use Evil Tantrum. He could have used Blizzard there. He had enough guts for it. I think he's going to need it if he wants to win, too, because, you know, he's not doing enough damage with the basics. Cocaine Worm, pretty defensive. Good speed, good life, good defense. And not doing enough damage to put his opponent into fury. Oh, kick, doing 200 damage, pretty close. Misses the 76. Midgar Swarm's got 4 seconds to make something happen. 20%, hits the bite. It's not enough. The scratch is going to miss. Cocaine Worm is going to win that one. Okay, what is happening here? I don't know what's going on with this shit. Alright. It's part of the interface of the game. What? Pepper and Vivi up next. What procs Fury in 1? Low life. Getting hit when you're already in the red, I'm pretty sure. I think it's only... It has the same functions as power in Monster Rancher 2, where it's just like if they get below X amount of life, it has a chance to proc. But I think it has a higher chance to proc the less life they have. Haze. Hey Bob, how are you doing? Oh, what? I didn't do number 1? Fuck. Pepper. Less than 10% life? Does it have to be less than 10% life? I feel like I've had it proc higher than that, but I don't know off the top of my head. Pepper's Pyro's monster. We got 3 pixies, eh? This is our only mint, though. Is this the 5 guts rate mint? Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Yeah, 5 guts rate. Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked a button. We want to make sure we know what's up. 78%. You've gotten 1 prediction right this tournament. I've, like, in my head, I think I've only got 2 of them right. I'm not doing great. It's hard to tell. Alright, what do we got? Fireball 42%? This is looking like a real match. Hits the machine gun punch, big damage. Not really, but look at that. Look at Pepper's guts rate. Hits the scratch for 0 damage. Love to see it. Head jab can do a little bit. Up to 50 again. At least it's swinging flame. Oh, hits its first move, but flame doesn't do any damage. Flame is a withering tech in this game. The Sonic Blast missed at 69. Another head jab, a little bit of damage there. Head jab is a hit tech. It doesn't do much either. The kiss at 59. Oh, she went for it. Fireballs are big tech. It lands 225. It's going to be close. Another one, 33%. 1 in 3 chance. It lands. Good crit. Not enough. Into Fury. You see some big damage here. Double damage. Alright. Maybe not enough. Oh, the kick misses. Do we see Machine Gun? Machine Gun with Fury would have been it. But he misses. Alright. The Mint wins. Pepper. Is the Pixie. Okay. Vivi. Had all your chips on the hair? I think we might have to speed things up for the rest of it, because it's taken almost an hour. It's taking about 40 minutes for 1 round. Maybe we'll be okay. We can just slow play it for tonight. We don't have a ton of matches to get through. Again, 86% on Vivi. We haven't had a lot of game 3s, though. Is the 5 guts rate Mint the best mon in the game, or is it still Queen Plant? So, in single player, it's like... it's probably the best because you would just spam Kiss. But you see stuff like this happen in AI versus AI. It's got those techs in slot 1 and 2 that it can't get rid of. Tackle's the big tech. Who left their child in the arena and she's got hands? The big head jab. The kiss, but look, you can't tell. It looks like it only withered like 5. But the way that this game works is that even though it looks like the guts stop during attacks, they're still building up. And so when an attack withers, it's like this, for example. You only had 16. It looks like it withers 5. That move withers 60. That move is, like, horrendous. If you wanted to, you could just lock out your opponent entirely with Kiss. It only costs 20. It withers 60. It's like minus 14 or something. It's not very accurate. Vivi's going to win game number 2. But even though it's not very accurate, it doesn't really matter. You can just swing it. Because if you get to swing it 3 times for the chance to land it once, basically. Okay, who moves on? It's also funny how you can't skip like any of this stuff in Monster Rancher 1. Oh, fireball. Good opener. 42% chance to hit. Machine gun, good damage. 116. Hits the head jab, which is like nothing. The crit scratch for 0 damage is so funny, man. 1-2 punch doing almost nothing. Oh my god, the kiss lands. Now you get to see it. Went from 34 down to 9. Including the time it took for like those 9 gusts to build up. Oh, the scratch lands again. Ooh. Gets back up, but that's a KO. In this game, they hadn't figured out how to animate monsters falling over, I guess. Staying down. Okay. So. Pepper is going to take that one 2-1. Everybody bet wrong on that one. We're into essentially what is top 8? Yeah, we're top 8 already. Namor versus Ava up next. Oh yeah. That loading screen is like, it throws me off. I forget. Ava was a pixie, but I forget who's pixie. Chuck. Alright, doesn't want to find it. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? I guess that one right. I figured the hair wasn't going to do that much damage, so that worked out for me. But yeah, I'm only sitting at like 3 out of the 10 matches or so. Hasn't been great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 matches. 30%. Maybe we can bring that up by the end. I mean, I think Namor's got this one. The speed versus skill is a pretty big differentiator there. And, you know, you people have agreed with me. 80% on Namor. Here we go. Still got to vote for your guy, Suezo. Not your guy, Suezo, but your guy, Suezo. I feel ya. Teleport gonna miss. Hits the bite, though. Good damage. That would have done like 700 damage on a crit. Ava's in a little bit of trouble here. I don't know what she's gonna do. Goes for Sonic Blast at 1%. I feel it. I mean, what else could you do? Lightning at 1? Lightning at 1's gonna land! Oh my god! Oh, it's anybody's game. 30 seconds left. Hits the 1%. I can't believe it. I feel like it wasn't 1%. I feel like it was 18%, but it said 1%. The Fury, she's got 1 life left. 14 seconds left. Lightning is the play. Fury lasts for the rest of the match. The shock misses. It said 1, but again, I don't think it's 1. I don't know if the numbers are lined up. Oh, hits the teleport on the buzzer beater. Oh my god, Namor gonna take it. The natural grit. There's no grit in this game. Hey, Detergent, how you doing? Man, this is... I like Monster Rancher 1. It's a fun game. It's wonky, but it's got some charm. It feels like distinctly different from Monster Rancher 2 if you've played both the games a lot. If you haven't, you know, they look like identical games. The fireball missed. 29%. Not a great chance to hit. But, you know, Namor doesn't have much of a chance to hit it. Never mind. All right, GG's. What am I talking about? Numbers don't mean anything. If you play Monster Rancher, you know. The math doesn't matter. It might as well be Monster Rancher 2. Alright, Namor with the 2-0 over Ava. Game 1 was real close. Yikes, and he's got a gun. Yikes, he's got a gun! That one lines up pretty well. Just hit the tongue punch. It's fair. Namor wins that. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like here? We got pretty interesting matchup here. Oh, I just realized he's got a gun, has the cursed mark of knowledge or whatever. The little circle on his arm. So you can combine him to make a hanger if you wanted. I like how you can get tattoos in this game. You can get a red circle or a skull. That's all the artist knows how to draw. Alright, so Yikes does not have any skill. But his opponent doesn't have any speed. He's got a gun, has very high speed. This is going to be an interesting match. I like how he has 200 power just to stop those power attacks from doing 0 damage, which is really smart. Still a chance that they like won't do more than 1 or 2 damage, but at least, you know, you can work towards a KO, whereas with 0, you're not making any progress. All right, 62% on he's got a gun. Don't want to bet on the monkey that knocked you out in round 1? That's fair. The diversion hits. 400 damage on the crit. Oh my god. Oh, yikes indeed. Oh my god. It's really funny how he has a move where he teleports to you and then like just holds you up by your neck and explodes you. But because it's got the whip whip like sound effect on it, it's not terrifying. It should be terrifying, but it's not. It's just like, oh, that's a funny move. Yikesy. Sound design matters. That's all I'm saying. It's important. Whoop whoop. Terrifying if your sound is off. Alright, here we go. Game number 2. Machine gun. Also, that's a thing. Notice when we made what's his name? Oh my god, flip throw is gonna do big damage. When we made fuck, what's his name? Papa John. We realized that he will always use machine gun in slot 4, even if it's not the active tech, like as the first move he uses. And so he's got a gun, decided to, or like he would always swap the first one. I think I had machine gun active and it always swapped to psychic blow or something. But then I remember when Shells was making this monster, he like took that into consideration and literally started the tech he doesn't want to use. Still got Fury 14 seconds. It's a kill if it lands. Maybe not a kick. 14. It's not quite. Another tantrum? No, he'll need something bigger than that. He's going to get grabbed through. We're going to game 3. Now we're seeing all the game 3s. Okay. Game number 3. Here we go. Machine gun every time, even though it's not the active tech. It misses, but it is a good play. The diversion's going to miss as well. He's got no guts left. The blast? Blast is a power tech in this game. I totally forgot. Both blast and, what's it called? Sneeze. Our power attacks. 281, good damage. He's got a gun, is in a little bit of trouble here. Hits a diversion, good damage, but not enough. It does do a lot of withering. I don't know. I think the Kuro's in trouble, though. Goes for the punch. It's gonna miss. It crits for 10. Look at that. Big damage. 15 seconds left on the clock. Another grab throw. That'll finish him off. 255. He's no longer alive. Alright, Monkey wins that one. I probably would have bet on the Monkey there, but that wasn't very one-sided. 2-1 for Yikes. Bill Wormton and Batard. Oh, it comes down to this. The two Magnas got to fight. Only 2 golems in the tournament. They're both Magnas, and they got to fight almost immediately. He's got a gun? No, he had a gun. I mean, he still does have the gun. We'll get to see it in losers. Alright, prediction is live. What do you guys like? Look at those stats. Bill Wormton with the 900 skill. It's a lot of skill. Batard will probably be able to survive one attack. It's going to be pretty interesting because I don't think Batard, even with like the tank buster build he has, is in like particularly great shape. Because again, he does have to avoid Cyclone and like even some of the smaller stuff. It's hard to say. Okay, what do we got? 90% on Batard. Here we go. 26%, kind of spooky. Claw Punch can do a little bit of damage. Brow Hit miss, but 30%, like, that's pretty good. Hits from the Belly Claw. The Chop miss. Chop's the big one. Oh, he's got Fury. Fury Belly Claw? How much damage are you looking at? 560, not enough. Batard needs to swing. He's got the guts for it. Who swings first? Brow Hit, it misses. Batard goes for the Brow Hit. Oh my god. Barely. Wow. Batard takes game number 1. I wish I could have all the monsters on my file. It's so much quicker to just like click instead of finding it. Love Monster Rancher 1 Golem. He's so fun. Best animations for Golem in the series. I think 2 has it beat pretty significantly, but they should give Monster Rancher 2 Golem Chop. That's what's missing. Cyclone 69%. Okay, well, GG's. Crit Cyclone. Oh my god, dude. Crit Cyclone. Effectively 120 force. Monster Rancher 3 Golem has double chop where he charges up. Boop. That's a good one. That might be the most amount of damage you ever see. On a monster with 900 defense, we did... Oh, hold on. Let's do the calc real quick. Hey, Fahad! Oh, shit! You upgraded. Thank you, Fahad. Very kind of you. No, wait. You didn't. Did you... Has it been a month already? Has it been a month since I implemented? Oh, shit, it has. Oh, no, that means I forgot to gift myself like 50 subs to see if YouTube would give me $1 million. Oops. Doesn't that charge up? He has flames on his hands. It's called W Chop and it's not very good, yeah. Alright, times 900. Yeah, that move did 700,000 damage. It's big damage. Okay, who's up next? Cocaine Worm and Pepper. Wipe their bloodline out of existence with that cyclone. I like how it's like easy to tell how much damage you actually did in this game, because defense is just a straight divisor, I should say. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Thank you, Vod. Very kind of you. I do appreciate the support. I feel bad for like the YouTube peoples and the patrons, because like I really wanted to get the Galley video done like 2 weeks ago, and like it's been a struggle. So I think the video is pretty good though. %94 on Cocaine Worm. Damn. 800 skill is like not awful. That's a good amount of damage. Fireball at 2%? That's a little fucky. Lightning hits? Yeah, that's not 1%. It said 27% like immediately after. Crit splash for 424 damage, eh? Bite can do a little bit. Galley, yeah, Galley is coming out this month. I want to have it done this week, but we'll see. Tomorrow is like a day for me to like spend a ton of time on it. I have to work tomorrow, but like not till the afternoon. So I'm spending the whole day hanging out with the dog, working on video stuff. The kiss miss? The scratch miss too, though. Oh, the pierce, it's not enough. She's in Fury. You're right that it might be under 10%. 1% Fireball with Fury, that would kill. On 1% though. I don't know how likely that is. Alright. Game number 2. I think we're going to run through all of winners up to winners finals, and then we'll leave that, and then we'll do winners finals, losers finals, grands. So we'll get all the winners matches out of the way, and then we'll go from there. Hey, Kane, how are you doing? Your guy's up. He's doing good. He's fighting for a place in winners semis right now. Winner of this goes to winners semis. Fireball miss. Lightning. A little bit of damage there. Splash at 85%. 271. We saw the crit last time, which was gigantic. This time, significantly less damage. But Pepper does have a lot of ground to make up here. Worm seems like extremely good in Monster Rancher 1 PvP. We already knew it was like pretty solid, but like it seems like very, very good. Wop, wop. So many different builds you can make with it. But mostly because of how the way that skill and speed works in this game, which is like it adds your skill multiplier after it takes into consideration how high your opponent's evasion is. It doesn't do them at the same time. So that's why you'll see Worm with like 200 skill still have like 20% chance to hit a monster with like max speed. Graphics of vibe of this remind me of Pokemon Stadium. It would have been around the same time. Cocaine Worm gonna take that one 2-0. Moving on to winners semis. So let's get winners semis out of the way so we can see who's in winners finals, and then we'll run through all of losers. I'm gonna take a little break after that to get some water. Okay, so he wins that one. Okay, so what do we got? Namor and Yikes. Pokemon Stadium models aged actually okay. They're pretty, yeah. They're solid. The animations on them are actually pretty good, but that's also because, you know, they only made 2 animations for each of them. Monster Rancher was a little bit nicer because, you know, even in Monster Rancher 2, you only had 38 monsters to make animations for, right? So even though there's a lot more different animations for each monster, there's only 38 main breeds. Venusaur with, like, the bloodshot eyes is pretty funny, yeah. Predictions Live, who do you guys like? Alright, what do we got? 98% on Namor. He'll be Yikes' strongest soldier. He's a good monster. He did really well in the last tournament we had. Oh, hits at the 9%? Alright. Suezo's still a baby. Beamer always has the gills. He's 2 years old. He's definitely not a baby. Yeah. That's, like, I mean, how would you know, right? Monsters reach, like, adulthood. Like, they go out of their baby and adolescent in, like, 8 months, roughly. They're, like, full grown. It'd be cool if they stayed in, like, the baby stage a little bit longer. But they do not. Teleport, big miss. Goes for the throw. That's a miss too. Teleports for 145. Tongue punch. Oh, he's swinging it. I thought that was gonna hit again. You know, it's not nothing. This is what he did last time too. This is what he did last time too. Oh my god. The monkey's unstoppable, that's all I'm saying. Alright, so Yikes is going to Winners Finals. The Wasabi Bobby special, yeah. Batard and Cocaine Worm. This is gonna be a fucker match. Cocaine Worm. Because they got similar builds. In that they have high speed and no skill. Oh my god. Could have been rich if the app hadn't glitched. If you're playing, yeah, if you're on phone, it constantly messes up. 28-1. Those are big odds. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like here? Shouldn't have doubted Monkey Hitler. No, live and learn. You know? Alright, so I don't think this 500 skill is going to be much different than the 200 skill. To the point where I think Cocaine Worm is actually going to be more accurate than Batard is on average. Meaning that, you know, he won't... He's not going to be hitting splash. But his accurate stuff isn't actually going to do a ton of damage. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Cocaine Worm has the advantage even with less skill. It's pretty funny. 82% on Cocaine Worm, eh? Cyclona 1%? Alright, good use of 50 guts. 6% on the double whip. I think it's a little bit higher than that. It says, yeah, 19%. 6% on bite. Yeah, Yeah, it's because it takes the skill into consideration afterwards. Alright, I got 1% on everything. I'm dodging the double whips, though. The 1 and 5. The chop? Jesus. Alright. If I swing 101%, I'm bound to hit one, right? That's how it works? I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, the belly claw misses. 15 seconds left. They both have the same guts rate, so it's hard to tell who's used more guts. The bite misses. The brow hit at 1. 6 seconds left on the clock. What do we see? Another brow hit. Another pierce. It misses. The belly claw. The buzzer beater. All right. Okay. Folks, I got bad news. Him simply having more life counts as a win. All right. Well, that's like an 8-2 matchup. It's quite literally like a 99-1 matchup. Borderline unwinnable. All right. Yeah, I'm glad they fixed it in Monster Rancher 2. Because having more life and then also using life percent is like really stupid. $999 HP, $999 defense, $999 speed meta. I mean, until you get hit once and then realize that you can't do any damage. Alright, game 2. Don't use Cyclone this time. You gotta walk forward a little bit, brother. I believe in you. Alright, well, you did it anyway. So I'm not worried about getting hit now. I have to win by percent. I got 1% on everything. I'm kind of resigned to not landing anything. It just gives health an advantage for nothing. Yeah, exactly. So using more guts than your opponent is considered a good thing. It's like in boxing when if you're more offensive, even if like the round is tied, sometimes they'll score the round for you. Everything's got an equal chance to hit, so it doesn't really matter what he swings. Things I gotta land 2 1%. Landing the 1's not enough. I don't even know if a 1% can hit in this game. Alright. Well, that was certainly something. This game's goofy. Oh my god. Anyway. Make Cocaine Worm with life ties in mind. So, you're gonna lose grand finals, or winners finals, and you know that, right? Okay. So he wins. To be fair, guts-based ties also bias towards higher guts rates. Yeah, that's fair, but a lot of the high guts rate monsters suck in Monster Rancher 2, so give Pixie and Ghost an advantage. Is it all exactly 1%, or do you think they might just round up decimals? I don't actually know. Didn't bother taking from my defense and putting it into life. It could be 0%, like 0.001. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some more water, and we'll be right back. So, don't go anywhere. Wait, I can show you bracket, I guess. Where are we at? Okay. I'll show bracket first, and then we'll go. We'll go take a little break. Okay. So here's where we're at so far. We got all the way up to winners finals. So we got losers waiting in the wings all the way to losers round 5. We got a little bit of a grind to get through, but lots of fun matches left to go. Hope you like summoning a rare monster. You're like hoping to summon a rare monster in Gacha twice to win. Most high guts rate monsters are fragile, except you know who. There's like 2 that aren't. Like Metal Shell and Nighton, that's about it. Okay. I'm gonna BRB. I'll see you in a sec. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are playing some Monster Rancher 1. We're doing some tournaments. It's, it's going. This game is messed up, man. The meta for Monster Rancher 1 is so silly, especially in, like, a 2 out of 3 format. Alright, we're in loser side. We got Vivi and today's catch up first. I was fast. I literally just went to get water. When I take a break on stream, it's usually like under 2 minutes. We don't do like 10-minute. Though I think I probably, because Twitch pushed the ads manager shit on me, I think I might next stream do like fewer breaks, like fewer ad breaks, but like I'll get up and like actually stretch my legs and, you know, be a functional human that's not gonna blow out his back by the time he's 40 for a little bit. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? WaterX got the Dancy Pants. Yeah, he does a little pitter patter. Your boy's so mediocre. It's I think most of the monsters here are, even the best ones. It's so hard to tell. It's like matchup dependent almost entirely. Okay, what do we got? 60%, 67% on today's catch. We haven't seen a flame tackle yet. I did warn against the big slot vortex. Oh, we see tackle do a little bit of damage. Loyal Final Fantasy fan. Yeah, it looks exactly like classic Rabbit Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. The rabbit we all know and love. 69 on the punch? That shit's a kick, though. I mean, that's not a punch. I thought about it, but I thought, what if he gets withered? That's fair. These two just non-stop smacking each other. Vivi has only had to fight tanks, and it's landed like 100 attacks. But it just simply can't outdamage them. It's pretty close, though. The punch misses. 6 seconds left. Vivi can do something here. Keeps missing the machine gun. It's not at 99%. 1-2 punch. Oh. And the miss. Today's catch gonna barely win that one. 47% to 37%. His arms are too short to punch. That's fair. Okay, game number 2. Today's catch is a great name. I like how we have 2 different gel subbreeds. No gels, though. Gel seems like he'd be pretty good in this game. He's got a lot of his stuff on both the intelligence and power side. Also, all the gel subs in this game are like a lot more like cyan colored. Like they're like more of like a sky blue or like a blue-green, as opposed to like the more like neutral blue in Monster Rancher 2. Everything kind of looks like Jellyhound. Ooh, spin kick. I guess an Aqua Cutter has that same sort of color as well. No, you know what? There's actually a fair amount of gels that have that color. Now I think about it. Gaboo, Golem, Jellysaurian. Yeah, there's quite a few. Gel himself is like not that color at all though, so it's pretty funny. Alright, 13 seconds left on the clock. Vivi trailing very slightly. Make this up if he dodges the punch, but it doesn't. Oh, that's going to be it. The double punch. Do we see Fury? Fury head jab, 78. We need one more attack. Another one, the spin kick. It takes it on the buzzer beater. Vivi hangs in there with its little mochi shirt. It's chilling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Game 3, here we go. Thinking about running Speedy Power Gel, but changed my mind because I thought Tank Suezo would be more consistent. You're probably right about that. Tank Suezo is pretty busted. You know what I just realized? I can't win this tournament. There's like almost no hope because the two monsters in grand finals have high life and high speed. So I'm gonna lose if I gotta fight either of them again. That's the way she goes, bud. I do think it's funny that 3 of the top 4 were monsters with low skill, though. Ooh, bite throw, big damage. Machine gun, 179. So just as, you know, a reminder for next time, if anybody wants to make a low skill build, run 999 life, or else you are going to lose the mirror match. Worm's really the only monster that can do that well, I think. Attack will miss. Attack will miss. 8 seconds left on the clock. The head jab. Vivi's in the lead. 1-2, running down the clock. The punch. It's going to land. 1 second left. The Fury. The Fury machine gun misses at 73%. Today's catch is going to barely win that one. Oh my god. Came down to it. Saw someone build an express form like that. Low skill, really high life and power. That's what Cocaine Worm is. That was down to the wire. Today's catch, gonna move on. So close. 2-1. Chris Pratt and Poxbox up next. Do both the hairs go out round 1? Maybe we'll find out. Anti-Final Fantasy stream? I've been playing Legend of Dragoon, so maybe I cursed it. Legend of Dragoon's such a good game, man. The voice acting is like genuinely funny. Okay, prediction is live. Talk about a hairy situation. Aniculture. Man, I love... Though, I'm playing on my laptop, so I can just, like, you know, sit on the couch with the wife and the dog. And we'll watch, like, King of the Hill or whatever, and I'll just absentmindedly play through it, because I've played through it, like, a million times at this point. But the emulator I'm running on my laptop, which is PCSX1 for the Mac, has a lot of issues. And one of the issues is whenever you're like doing the additions, if you don't know what Legend of Dragoon is, it's a big RPG for the PS1 that came out in the year 2000. Very Final Fantasy coded. A lot of people thought it was like a ripoff because, you know, it has a lot of similarities to Final Fantasy VII, even though it technically started production before Final Fantasy VII did. Just, you know, shit happens, and it was stuck in development hell forever. But the attacks in the game are like a mini game. They're like a little rhythm game. And you have to time your attacks to land properly. And some of the attacks have like 7 or 8 hits, or else you just won't do the thing. And every now and then on this emulator, when I go to attack, the camera just fucks off entirely, so I can't actually see what I'm hitting. It just like zooms into the background or whatever, and I'm just like looking at the skybox trying to land attacks in a rhythm game. Alright. He punched his way to victory. He dodged the 99. All timing. Just got that shit memorized from 20 years of muscle memory. Okay. Chris Pratt. Level Legend Dragoon. It's fun. That's a J. That's not gonna... Although I started playing, and I'm like, it feels like my game is running slow. I don't know why. But, you know, I got a 11, 12-year-old Mac, and I was like, you know, it might just be crappy, right? Because when I started streaming, I bought this entire rig during COVID because I was like, I want to start streaming, and I tried a practice stream running OBS and Monster Rancher 1 on PCSX on my laptop at the same time, and I wish I still had the footage of it. It was running at like 1 frame every 4 seconds. Like, it was struggling. 100% CPU, 100% RAM, 100% like everything. And my laptop was getting like hot to the touch. Like, it was like burning my hands to try and use the keyboard. Alright. Game number 2, here we go. Doing a rhythm mini game with absolutely no clues. What is this, Monster Rancher Evo? I mean, that one's got clues. It's also not that bad because there's a little like target, like reticle that like zooms in, and that stays at the front. But it's just like the entire animation of like any context clues of what's happening is gone. Poor thing must have been screaming in agony. Yeah, it was rough. The idea of a creature that's so physically weak that it literally hurts more to scream at you than punch you is kind of hilarious. It's got the vocal cords. All the strength is in the vocal cords. It's kind of like an actual rabbit. Although they only scream when they're about to die. And, I mean, if this match is any indication, that's what we're looking at right now. Rabbits live their entire life making no noise, and then they just, like, are like, oh, by the way, I can do this, and just, like, scream the top of their lungs as they're about to pass. It's crazy. The fart hurts the most? Yeah, it's, we haven't seen it once, and we will never see it in this tournament. 2 hairs, and they both went 0-2. Very unfortunate. I like hair in this game. It's got a really fast guts rate. It's cool. Midgar Swarm in today's catch? No, we'll do Jumbo and Shin Koiwa first. Yeah, poison gas in this game is one of Hair's special techs. It's not a basic tech like it is in Monster Rancher 2. It got a serious downgrade. Couldn't play Evo on your PS2 because the music just refused to sync with the rhythm game bit, so it took hours and hours of grinding to get any stat boosts. Oh my god. That's so obnoxious. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you like? What are we looking at? It's very potent in 1. He got his diet in order after 1. 100%? 100% on Jambu. That's crazy. It's not actually 100%. But it's 480 to 1 ratio on the bet. That's crazy. Okay. Jambu does have an advantage here. I don't know if it's 480 to 1. Kiramomi. Got him with the big drill. Oh, look, I'm behind you now. Hello. Teleports behind you, kid. Nothing personnel. Punch. Probably what Shin Koiwa wants is to just get punched here. Build up some guts. Double whip. Not going to be the best use of the guts, but that's pretty good. Good crit. Bite. Do good damage. 212 on a crit. Shin Koiwa's got the Fury now, though. So, Jambu's got to watch out. A crit here could be game losing. The punch going to do just barely enough. The Valentino takes it. Yeah, he's got the Psycho Crusher. My boy Dragula 5000. That I did a little Monster Rancher 1DX VOD of. We got him just because I wanted to use the Shin Koiwa. Or not the Kiramomi. I don't know why they got rid of that in Monster Rancher 2. They gave him wheel attack instead, which is like fine. Wheel attack is a cool attack, but it is it's no Kiramomi. It's no Psycho Crusher. Another one, no crit. Good damage though, and they're up close. So Jambu is stuck using the basic techs. Punch doing good damage though. Goes for bite. It's gonna do. Oh my god, good crit. Shin Koiwa in a little bit of trouble there. Another punch. He's got 30 guts. Misses the 99. That might matter. This is almost exactly what we saw last time. The double whip comes out. He's got a bit of a guts lead here. Bite is probably the play. Does a little bit less damage. Well, this is about half damage, but you know it costs a lot less. What do we see from Shin? Another punch. 77 puts him in fury. He goes for the bite. 150. The pierce. 102. He's got to do 200 damage. The tackle comes out first, though. Oh, it was close. Just realize how good Worm's basics are. It's pretty sick. You think it'll return in line later, Kiramomi? It'd be sick if it did. Jambu gonna win that one. Shin Koiwa, not the best showing today, but you know, it's Monster Rancher 1. Get second place one tournament, go 0-2 the next tournament. What are you gonna do? I eat light. No, we'll do pudding and I captain. If I captain loses here too, that's insane. It could happen. Still no flame tackle, I know. I'm glad they like fixed how the AI works in Monster Rancher 2. Even with like the 45 guts limit and all of that. Which is probably an overcorrection. Alright, so you guys can enjoy splitting that those 10 chips. Okay, predictions live, who do you guys like? Does it show lifespan on the Monster Rancher 2 search or only on this one? No, only on this one. I think you can like check their text and stuff as well. We'll take a look. They made Metal Nerd put opponents in the recycling bin. Yeah, I like the new Metal Nerd actually. Fireball's the play though. Sonic Blast. Damn, big damage. Fireball, again, 271, good crit. Puddin' has a chance of putting away. That was awful. Putting away. Oh my god. Tongue Punch can do big damage. He's got the Fury. Psychic Kick. Another one comes out. ICAP not going down like that. Had a chance to putting away the last champion. Stream died for a moment. It's back though. Everyone's saying it died. That might be Twitch. Yeah, I didn't actually drop. For an instant? That's okay, that's I'm guessing that's a restream thing, because I didn't actually drop any frames on my side. That's so strange. Anyway, but it dropped on YouTube as well. Anyway, we're back. Refresh. Tell your friends to refresh. I don't know what happened there. But if you guys missed the end of that, that's really unfortunate, because that was a crazy match. Oh, baby. iCaptain wins it with, like, less than 100 life. Pudding had a shot, was doing big damage in Fury, and then got hit with 2 tongue back-to-back. Did catch the end. I'm happy for you, because it was a good one. Oh, okay. Game 2, here we go. Gotta love that. Gotta love Twitch. Well, I mean, it was everything that went down. It's so strange. It says 0 drop frames for me. Oh, it sucks. I don't want to use Restream anymore, man. Restream sucks, but I don't know how to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time without it. I gotta do some research. Sonic Blast. Fireball? Oh, Bite gonna do a little bit of damage. There's a chance for the crit though. 186? Why did I do like nothing? That's so weird. Yeah, it's supposed to do like way more damage. What the fuck? Did they fix it in this game? Maybe they fixed it in 1DX. That's actually like worth looking into. Guts correction? No, it didn't make that much of a difference. Because normally it does like 3 times damage. So Guts correction is not going to make it do 50 extra damage on 130, you know? That's what I would expect Guts correction to do, is take a move that's 130 damage. Also, yeah, you can take a look at their text and stuff. Runaway too? Look at that. Ran away twice. I guess I could have done that for all the monsters. We're a little bit late for it, but let's see the text I got. Yeah, Chow Down. In Monster Rancher 1 regular, it's just called Eat, I'm pretty sure, right? Why do they run away? If they're too stressed out. Too bad Livestream can't use CC. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, the closed captioning stuff, I've looked into it. But it's just, you know, I just haven't put the effort in. That's all it is. Can't turn on the sound. Does YouTube not actually do it live? That's so weird. I don't even know if I can do a plugin for YouTube. Twitch, I feel like it's probably a little bit more streamlined. Psychic Kick can do a little bit of damage into Fireball. Damn, iCaptain's tanking it well, though. One more? What do we got? Bite? Yeah, that's doing, like, no damage on the crit. Fireball, not enough to kill on a crit. Or without a crit, I should say. He's got Fury. The Sonic Blast comes out first, though. And iCaptain is going to go down. Shin Koiwa and iCaptain both out 0-2 in this tournament. That is crazy, man. The 1-2 from the last tournament. are done. Dunzo. It happens, though. Midgar Swarm in today's catch up next. Oh, okay. Okay, predictions live. Who do you like here? Who do you like? Yeah, so it looked like it dropped on YouTube as well, according to Fahad, but it looks like YouTube, or the Twitch itself, tried to run an ad and it crashed because of that. Like, that's so weird. Yeah, legit looks like it tried to run an ad and it crashed. But the fact that it crashed on YouTube as well makes me think it didn't actually happen like that. It's just, you know, Twitch is completely messed up on my side now, and I can't see anything. Okay, 81% on Midgar Swarm. Must have been a really lame ad. They got the DoorDash with that dancing bean-looking guy back on, I guess. Everyone hated that shit. Blizzard, you see it land. That animation's pretty funny. It's like, what are you doing? Galley's animations are so much better in 2 than they are in 1. That's one of the monsters where they like really, I think, nailed it in 2. Most of the ads you see are on Twitch. Oh, Fury Bite Throw? How much damage are we looking at? 446. The little spin they do is so funny. Scratch gonna be enough to take it though. Blizzard, yeah, I know. He's spinning his mask real fast. Wait, let me, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll check it out later. Today. So I want to show Kick off. Because Kick, by Monster Rancher 2 standards, if you take a look at like the letter grades, is like completely broken. Oh, he's got Knee Kick as well? Knee Kick is sick. We'll never see it, but it's cool that it's there. Yeah, all these monsters are cocooned from that one worm. Well, we've seen 2 of them. The Red Express Worm. It's got the fastest guts rate of any worm. And all of the monsters that are cocooned from it retain its guts regeneration rate. And like Galley and Golem can't normally hit that number. Evil Tantrum? Hell yeah. Okay, that's sick. And more lifespan to work with, yeah. That's definitely secondary. It's not as important, but... Okay. So, Midgar Swarm, gonna win that one 2-0. We got I Eat Light and Chris Pratt up next. All you knew about the bonus lifespan and techs. Like how Galley gets Blaze Wall via cocooning in 2. Yeah. Yeah, Blaze Wall and Smash Thwack are like the main ones that you cocoon for. Chris. It's kind of interesting how there's so many like duplicate monsters, right? There's 2 golems. There's 2 hares. There's 3 dinos, I think. 3 pixies. 2 pixies. 3 Suezos. And then there's like 1 magic. What else is there only 1 of? Okay, prediction is live. 3 dinos is funny to you? It's an interesting monster. It's fun. Yeah, 3 pixies. 4 dinos. 1/8, yeah. It's 4 dinos. There's Jambu, Today's Catch, Chris Pratt, and oh, maybe it's only the 3. Yeah. But still. With like 17, was it 18 monsters in the tournament? Did Smiley last tournament. I wanted a format where Pixie doesn't chug butt this time. Yeah, that's fair. 70% on Chris Pratt. Ooh, hits the whip. Look at the whip. The tongue punch. That move's so funny. I still can't get over it being called tongue punch. You're dead. I eat light. Gonna take game number 1. Tongue slap makes more sense. It does. But what would Monster Rancher be without bad translations? Like, that's its whole identity. Oh, sorry. So I was talking about this, and I got a little bit sidetracked. But I've been playing Legend Dragoon, and you know it's got issues with, like, the emulator is kind of crap. But I'm playing the PAL version, which I did not realize at first. So it's running a tiny bit slow. And additionally, the game is full of so many new and additional translation errors that it did not have in the NTSC version. I don't know why. It's just, it's full of like so many additional, like, a text string will just like, it'll say like, hello, my name is Dave, and then it'll be period, and then like a J, and then a 0, and then a closed bracket. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, who did quality control for this? Okay, who won that one? That was I Eat Light. No, this is game 2, sorry. I Eat Light won game 1. Tongue punching Chris Pratt sounds like something I'd hear about on Tumblr. Yeah. Oh my god, that's big damage. What the fuck? Uno mas? Alright. That's a set. Having to re-enter them a second time is like throwing me off when I look at bracket. He's got a gun and Midgar Swarm up next. I swear we'll get this done tonight. Translation quality be damned for Euros. I think it's... What I don't get is that they have different language versions of the game. Like, it got translated into German and like Italian and a couple of others. But I'm playing, like, you know, the English PAL version. And it's like, why did you re-translate it? One of the things that I think is funny is that they changed mom, like M-O-M, to mum, M-U-M, in like all of the translations, because, you know, that's how British people say it. Predictions live. But that's like such an unnecessary thing to like do an entire translation change for. Wonder if it's an issue reading the data. I saw someone post something from Monster Rancher with the text screen showing similar weirdness. I remember seeing that, yeah, where it was like someone entered a game into Monster Rancher and their assumption is that the read data is like just similar enough that it like doesn't that it like fucked up, which is totally possible. But it's not everywhere. It's just like at the end of text strings sometimes there's just like extra garbage data. And so it's not like someone typed that shit in. I'm like 99% sure that's not the case. It's probably reading it from somewhere else and doesn't know what's happening. Because it's always like the same characters too. 60% on Midgar Swarm. But yeah, changing mom to mum seems like overkill. Oh my god, the psychic blow, big damage. But then additionally, there's a lot of like weird translation errors. There always was in Legend of Dragoon. There's attacks that are like called one thing in the menu, and then the text on screen when you use it is a different thing, and then they speak the text with a voice line, which is the third different translation. So, you know, like, that's normal. That's in the game. But this PAL version's killing me, man. Where's Diversion meant to be? It looks like a Flying V. It is. He's playing air guitar. Midgar Swarm. I'm gonna take game number 1. Let's player 1 base breed, Magic. The little goblin guy that very unfortunately looks like a regular black man. A lot of people thought he was supposed to be a basketball player. I don't know how many basketball players play with long pants, but, you know, as a child, I was also not immune to it. I assumed he was just like a guy. Oops, I swapped it around. The problem is that, you know, he's supposed to be a little nefarious goblin dude. So him like shapeshifting, I swapped it. I'm sorry. We're on the other sides now. Yeah, like Dragon Ball Kai. Yeah. But because he's like a little goblin guy, I kind of assumed that, you know, like he could like shapeshift, and because Magic's whole thing is that it wants to be human, and that's why it's doing all these like little like human things, like playing air guitar and like shooting a gun. It's like copying human behaviors. I just figured that's like a form it took, but it seems like from the, what do you call it, the key art that we've seen of Magic, he's supposed to be like a little fucked up goblin dude. Like he's not like a little troll, but like, you know, he's not supposed to look like a person. All right, Midgar Swarm's gonna take it. He's got a gun. Name reminds me of Son of Gun, Galley's long lost brother from Chrono Cross. Magic Johnson with the blicky and the moves. Yeah, but I mean, that was the thing, that like if you talk to any kid who played Monster Rancher, they'd be like, yeah, that's Magic Johnson. I can't believe they put Magic Johnson in this game. Or like even now in my videos, people will still be like, yeah, Magic is a reference to Magic Johnson, and it's like, no, he's not. It's not even supposed to be Magic. Magic is a mistranslation of Majin. Like, you're just saying shit. But this game wouldn't be this game if it wasn't for people just making random shit up, you know? Oh, whoops, I gotta get rid of the C in the breeder name. Magin Johnson. What's that one guy, Magin Jordan? Okay. Midgar Swarm wins that. Prediction is live. What do you guys like? Octopi is orange because it fell into a vat of spaghetti. Mamma mia. Yeah. That was the Octopi Mew. The girls are fighting. So, this prediction's live, by the way. This dino in Monster Rancher 1 was called Valentina. And I think, or Valentino, sorry, I think. Or Valentina? I don't remember if it's an A or an O. But in this game, they changed his name to Tyrantino. Which, you know, is an interesting name. Probably too interesting of a name, considering the rest of them are like Spot and like Spike and Dave. Like, the Monster Rancher names in Monster Rancher 1 are really funny. 66% on Ava. Tyrantino's a good name. I think so too. It seems out of place though. It seems like retconned. Did they change Jihad to Stone Dragon? Or is it still Jihad? Oh, the knee kick! We saw it! 1%, so it wasn't gonna land, but it's sick. Ain't Tyrantino that movie director? Yeah. What do we get on the bets? 34% on John Boy. Tarantino likes feet. Jihad has changed? Okay. Looked up the key art you mentioned. Apparently the DX version they added Sailor Moon Naga called Anguish. They did not. That guy exists in Monster Rancher 1. They added a blonde version of it though, I'm pretty sure. He used to have red hair. Jihad has changed to Arma Dragon. That's a pretty good name. Ava's gonna take game 1. This is pretty one-sided. I don't think Jambu's gonna land an attack here. It's kind of how I feel with my guy, with the matches that it has left. I feel like I should reserve the right to be able to speed up matches where it's like, we know what's gonna happen. How to shock your dragon. The problem is, with my luck, I'm gonna speed it up, and then we're gonna see the 1% hit, and, you know, I'll have robbed a perfect moment from everybody. I almost raised the schoolgirl Naga for this one and named it Suwuchun Oko. Oh, that's pretty good. The Uwu names are so insane because it was literally only Evie, and then Evie's friends started copying her, and then everyone else is like, this shit's pretty funny, I'm gonna do it too. The flame, the 1% flame. Selvi? What did I say? I meant Selvi. I forget what I said. But... Evie? Oh yeah, no, it was definitely Selvi. The whip. Look at the whip. God. Tarantino's hair is so nasty. Why'd they give it hair? It doesn't need hair. It's gross. The other OG, to be fair, yeah. The little wings are so funny on it. And the wig is hilarious, I know. Alright, 5% on punch? That was your chance. You squandered it. Looks like Barbie plastic? Yeah. Alright. Ava takes it. Looks like she got scalped. It does look like there's skin missing. It's pretty nasty. Okay. So. That goes. Next up. Where am I at? Pepper and I Eat Light. More pixies. Very different build though. Okay. Man. This game is a little bit slow to run. I'm really excited for next week when we do Monster Rancher 3. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Monster Rancher 3 is going to be a lot of fun. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets left to go. We are 75% of the way through. Yeah, not bad. We'll be done before midnight. Hell yeah. I like it when that happens. Alright, 99% on I Eat Light. That's quite interesting. Excited for Monster Rancher 3. Hope we get a lot of variety. Yeah, me too. It's not going to be many entrants, I don't think. But I think we already have more than last time. Do I get to claim it's the biggest Monster Rancher 3 tournament of all time? I think the last one already was. The Fireball... Oh, this is gonna kill. Yeah. The Fury... The Fury comeback. Pepper wins, someone's gonna be rich. One more game, and we'll see. Peppa. Pepper Pig. Oops. Pixie in this game doesn't have a single attack with higher than B force. And, you know, it's Monster Rancher 1B, so it's like C force. It's basically like plant level damage in Monster Rancher 2, but in this game. She's got no Mega Flame, she's got no Bang or Big Bang. Fireball is her big attack. It's got like 22 force or something. A little bit of damage. Oh my god, we saw Chow Down for the first time. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same animation as in Monster Rancher 2. Lightning into a tiny bit. I'm glad we got to see Chow Down. Hit him with the big eat. Alright, Pepper in the lead now. But Tongue Punch, 369, feeling fine? Not so much. I eat light, gonna take it to game 3. Never swung that in testing? He didn't swing it in the last game he played either. So it's funny playing Monster Rancher 2 where they kind of like go through the tech list like really sporadically when you're on AI versus AI, and it feels very random, but it feels better than getting a tech and then your monster literally never using it. So it really does feel like they fixed a lot of the issues that this game had. Apparently a screenshot of Chow Down is somewhere on the case of every Monran game. Is it? I don't remember it on Monster Rancher 2. In Monster Rancher 2, there's a screenshot of a, oh my god, again, of a dragon and a Mochi fighting. And Mochi is spelled M-O-T-C-H-Y. I remember going on the Monster Rancher 2 website, like the Tecmo website, back in like 2000 when the game like came out, and at my dad's work, and we were looking at some of the screenshots they had. Maybe it's just the JP cases, maybe. And we were looking at some of the screenshots, and I remember seeing a Laguna or whatever it's called, Ragnaroks in Monster Rancher 2 with like max stats fighting, I think it was Dana, and I was just like, oh my god, how do you make a monster this good? And like that was like in the promotional art. Bill Wormton and Pudding up next. Knew you would get unlucky. You bet against your own monster? Bad juju, but also sometimes it's the right play. All right. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Win-win? That's fair. JP's not here, but he used to do that all the time. He would always bet against his own monster and then be like, well, can't possibly lose. I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top. Okay, what do we got? Literally no one bet on Pudding here. That's probably fair. But if Pudding wins, nobody gets any money. So that's pretty funny. Alright, a little bit of damage. Like, no withering, really. Sonic Blast can do a good chunk, but the Cyclone comes out, all your work is for naught. Belly Claw, 125. Look at that, 0 damage. Hell yeah, you love to see it. Belly Claw, a crit 0 damage. Another 0. Crowd hit, not enough. Puts him in Fury. We see Psychic Kick. It'll actually do good damage. Oh my god, it comes down to this. Not gonna dodge the 99. One hit. One hit was all it takes. Wasn't until DX I realized that Dana wasn't Diana. Had to make page edits and rename image files. That's really funny. I think I noticed that looking back when I was a kid, and I thought it was just like, oh, he knows better than I do. Like, I remember thinking like, oh, it must be a mistranslation, because I've never heard Dana as a name before. Turns out it is a name, you know, it's just... But I was thinking, like, they must have misspelled it. It's supposed to be Diana, and Legend Cup says so it must be true. Japanese Box Art 3 doesn't have it either. Has a side roller attacking is the only screenshot with an attack. Alright, well now I don't know what to think. Alright, game number 2. Bill Wormton barely winning that one, despite what you would assume is a sure thing. Fireball doing a little bit of damage. Cyclone again, same openings as last time. A little bit less damage this time, I think. Alright. Pudding needs to not use the power text, though. The Belly Claw will do some good damage. Bill Wormton not... Oh my god, the kiss lands, though. You got no guts left. This could be it. Oh, the scratch! You had a shot there. Oh, Pudding. The Sonic Blast can do a little bit of damage. Bill Wormton needs to do Cyclone damage. That's exactly what we see. Anything else would have put her into Fury. Had a shot. Yeah, they meant Monster Rancher 2 cases. They were excited the DX case had it. I stopped playing line? Yeah, kinda. You're only human? It's alright, Penrick. Alright, well, nobody loses any money, but nobody makes any money. Yeah, there's too much gacha in Monster Rancher to begin with. There's too much RNG. So I wasn't up for playing a game where it felt bad to play. Like, it felt like actively antagonistic. I think... Here's the thing. Here's how I feel about Monster Farm line. Monster Rancher as a franchise has never been very profitable. For better or for worse. Usually for worse. But it does mean that the first couple of games were built with, like, maybe not a... What would you say? Maybe not necessarily a commerce-first type of, like, philosophy. Predictions Live. Budget. Yeah, no, I don't think it had that much of like a commerce first type of philosophy in how it was made. I do know that Fujita specifically was trying to make Pokemon 2. There was ideas for the anime and like a manga series and all this stuff, and like they were like, we're gonna capitalize on this. They did not, but the games were different enough, and you know, it was pretty interesting. Monster Rancher or Monster Farm line feels very built, like purpose built to rip as much money out of your pockets as it can. It's predatory. 56% on Midgar Swarm. And the only reason it's not predatory to us is because they don't actually allow us as non-Japanese people to buy stuff in the game. It's a gacha game, yeah. It's like, it's got the Monster Rancher, like, skin on it, but, you know, it feels soulless. All gachas are like that, yeah. And that's why they're, like, heavily regulated now. And China's putting in all these measures to stop what you can and cannot do with gambling in your video games. Because people are, like, addicted to that shit. It's always really funny how, like, I'll mention, like, I don't like it because it does this and this and this, and everyone's like, yeah, that's what gacha games do. And it's like, yeah. Do you not think that's, like, incredibly shit? Because, like, yeah, it's garbage. Think the soul's kind of there? I think there's very obviously a couple of people working on it who, like, really care about it. But it feels like a game made to take money from me more than a game that is meant to be fun. If I had to boil my opinion down, I think that's what I would say. The last minute comeback, big damage on it too. Monster Rancher has always had a gacha feel to it, so introducing actual gacha mechanics is really scary. Yeah. People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for just one premium character and their weapon. Yeah, it's fucked up. If you can feel the effort in monetization, it means it took precedent over making the game good. Yeah, that's kind of what yeah. Yep. The only other mobile game I play is Pokemon Go. I think I just get a lot of mileage out of seeing my favorite little guys. That's fair. I'm not saying anyone's wrong for liking it. I think it has enough going on that, you know, if you want to find something to like about it, you easily can. But for me personally, I was just like, is this what I want to spend my time on? And the answer was no. It just came down to that. It wasn't for me. It didn't feel particularly fun. And that was it. I think Pogo needs to update its graphics. Does it look the same as it did on launch? Because I was like one of the 100 billion people that was playing it on launch, but I haven't played since Season 1. Yeah? That's kind of funny. Because like those graphics were kind of garbage at the time. I know they've like updated how it runs, so it doesn't run as badly as it used to, and like the UI in battles and stuff isn't as bad as it used to be, but they look way better than on launch? Okay. Well, updated scenery and UI and lighting effects. I mean, okay, that was most of my issues with the way it looked. Even not getting hit by anything. Oh yeah, the player models where everybody like made their characters like super fat. I saw that. Everyone was like, hell yeah, I can be fat now. All right, we're going to game 3. They made their characters chunky, but they didn't make a Monster Rancher Mochi in Street Fighter 6 chunky. They wish they had my power. I'm having so much trouble finding Chuck. There's just too many monsters named Ava. Alright, game 3, here we go. Scenery looks great, not a fan of the player models. It's really funny to think about it, because I remember before and after Pokemon Go, like my legs got like jacked, like my calves specifically got like really big and like very like hard, like muscular from the amount of walking I was doing. And then I stopped doing it and I got an office job like almost immediately after I stopped playing. And so, you know, I was pretty sedentary for a whole year. And I remember thinking like, wow, my legs have like deteriorated to the point where I can like notably like notice. And then now my legs are bigger than they were when I was playing Pokemon Go, just from, you know, the boxing and shit. Office job made your belly jack? Hell yeah, brother. Me too. Oh, the scratch is gonna land. It's enough damage. Oh, Midgar Swarm, gonna take it. Midgar Swarm, gonna take it. I'm really glad I don't have, like, body image issues with, like, my weight or anything, because it's been so kind of bewildering doing all of the working out and stuff I'm doing with boxing. And I literally have not lost any weight in a year. I haven't done any dieting. So, you know, it's like, if I was doing, like, caloric deficit, sure, I would understand if I was... something is wrong if I'm not losing weight. But I'm, like, in significantly better shape. I'm much, much stronger. My cardio is way better. My endurance is way better. I still weigh the exact same, though. But it's just because, you know, the way people lose weight is, like, different for every person. And I'm becoming more muscular and not, like, really losing physical mass. But it's like, I was 185 last year at this time when I started boxing, and now, like, almost exactly 1 year later, I weigh about 185. Okay, predictions live. Who do you like? Excuse me. Mom got an office job out of college and it fucked her entire backup, so I've always been scared about having too sedentary of a job. It's totally true. It happens. And, like, leaning over and, like, you see people with, like, their standing desks and shit, and it's like, I don't know how much benefit you get from a standing desk, but I assume it helps your posture at least. 98% on Bill Wormton. Bill. Nah, the Wormton guy. We got something for that. I don't want to press it in case he doesn't win. I don't want to play favorites here. Crit? Big damage. Shrimp's pretty bad doing digital art. Those gaming chairs give me back pain. I got a really crappy one. That was Bill EX. From our million years ago Magic Pendule stream. Your wife has a standing desk and a treadmill under it, so they walk. That's pretty cool. I'm really curious, like, the health benefits of walking, because I see people talk about it, and I know people, and this is not me judging anyone, right? This is not me judging anyone, because I think anybody at any point trying to work out because they're like, you know, I'm unhappy with how I look or, like, how I feel or whatever, and I want to get more active. Amazing. It's so hard to get started. But, like, there was this one lady I knew in my hometown who would walk, like, miles a day, and she was, like, extremely big. I want to say, like, 400 pounds. And it was just, like, it was impressive, because, like, she would get up and she would walk, like, I want to say, like, 7 or 8K a day. So, you know, her legs were, like, she was jacked. She could probably leg press, like, 2 tons. That would give her problems on her ankles, but it didn't seem to. Like, she was, like, a family friend, right? And, like, she never complained about any pain or anything. Maybe she was in pain and just didn't want to complain about it, because that happens too. But she was, you know, getting her exercise. I don't know how much it, like, makes a difference for, like, strength and mobility and stuff, though. Like, I'm not a doctor. So that's when I'm saying, like, I'm curious as to how much of a benefit it has. That's kind of what I'm getting into it. It isn't recommended for heavy people? No, I know. But I'm also not a doctor, so I'm not going to judge. You can do whatever you want. If it's helping you out and you're not seeing adverse side effects, then it's good. Like I said, people tend to have knee problems a lot. It was really funny. I have a friend who does, like, weightlifting, and they would point out people at the gym, and not, like, in a derogatory way, but just like, oh, that person's lost a lot of weight. And I'd be like, how can you tell? And he's like, dude, their calves are fucking crazy. And that's what it always came down to, is bodybuilders and like people who you know, like put so much time and effort into like making all of their body parts bigger, all their body parts bigger, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of people have trouble getting mass in their calves, and you know, I'm not an expert by any means, so I'm not gonna say how you do or don't, but I've heard from more than one person that being heavy as a kid and then losing the weight is a great way to have gigantic calves as an adult. It makes sense though, because if you like have to like physically carry around all that weight, your legs are gonna be stronger, right? Like, if it doesn't like break down, it's gonna be stronger. Predictions live. Who do you like? Miss out on the meta strat. Curse your high metabolism. Yeah. When I played golf in high school, my calves got crazy because I was carrying like 80 extra pounds and walking up and down steep grades for miles a day. Yeah, it makes sense. It was really funny, like, skateboarding, because skateboarding is not a symmetrical exercise. You have one leg that you're pushing with and one leg that you're, like, pumping with. And so, like, your front leg that sits on the board, the calf gets, like, stronger. And your back leg that you're pushing with, the quad gets stronger, the leg that's on the board. And the calf that's pushing gets stronger. So you get, like, one kind of, like, jacked calf and one jacked quad, and they're not on the same leg. That's pretty funny. 94% on Betard, eh? I guess he does have a bit of an advantage here, but Midgar Swarm is very, very tanky. Kick 265, a kick for 194. A little bit of a damage difference there. Midgar does have way more defense though. Ooh, 587. Down to 118, not in the Fury range. Brow hit, will it be enough? 161, he takes it. Seeing where the skull mark is on the galley, I bet it'd look cool on galley model. Oh, with the black cape? Yeah, that'd be sick. All right. Match number 2. Here we go. Or game number 2, I should say. Claw punch. I love how he picks him up and does the drop kick. It's so sick. Also, I'm a big fan of how cheap Cyclone is in this game. That shit doesn't need to be 50. Make it do more damage. Make it cost like 30% less. Oh, Scratch Miz. He's got Fury active though. He can do big damage. The brow hit's gonna land. Betard is gonna win it. I don't like, the thing is that the way to beat this build is to build the same build. That seems to be the plan, or like speed. Yeah, speed in general, I suppose. Okay, Betard wins that one. A lot of tanks though. Namor and Bill Wormden up next. After everyone told me the tanks were the meta, I feel lied to. Do you not see how many tanks there are, though? Tanks are the meta. It's just that, you know, you gotta build stuff to beat tanks. We build anti-tanks, yeah, kind of. Way more tanks than speed monsters in this. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put the prediction up. Okay, prediction's live. Ah, it's playing an ad anyway, so we gotta run it. Monster Rancher 1 not really, I think, bringing in the hype. There's been a couple of cool moments, but it's not quite Monster Rancher 2, or definitely not Monster Rancher 3. Oh, okay. 67% on Bill Wormpton. He's got the Wormpton. Oh my god, the 15% Cyclone? Alright. One shot, baby. Game 2. Poor Namor. That's a dice roll. He rolled the 6. Alright, game 2. Very quick game 1. It's really crazy, like, seeing this, and then thinking back to the first episode of the anime, where Genki is in a tournament fighting a Magna with his pink eye. Right? Like, it's like, they knew. They picked 2 good monsters. Though, that was max stats. Okay. Bite. What do we got? Teleport. The tongue punch comes out, and Namor going to take game number 2. Also, Fenric, if you're still here, we need to look into some Monster Rancher 1 stuff. I'm not saying that as, like, a veiled, like a you need to do this, because, you know, I feel like sometimes it comes off that way, and I apologize. But it looks like Suezo's bite in this game doesn't actually have the crit boost that it does in regular Monster Rancher 1. Thank you for telling me speed was trash and then building all speed to spite me. I mean, 1, nobody said speed was trash. That's an insane thing to say. And 2, still, there's only like 4 speed monsters. 4 or 5 speed monsters in this. Almost everyone ran a tank anyway. I literally don't know what you're talking about. Cyclone? Oh, we almost got it again. The tongue punch. Good damage. Bill Wormpton getting withered. Yeah, he's locked out. He can't do anything. A 3rd one will do it. 3rd one would be super BM. Teleport gonna do a little bit of damage there. Speed was trash. You need some defense, but speed's pretty good in this game. Just feel betrayed. Are you actually upset? Dude, like, didn't you win like 2 fucking tournaments this week? You need to relax. Like, God forbid you have a monster that does badly. Like, ever. Namor takes that one 2-1. Batard and Namor up next. Alright, he beat 1. Can he beat another? It's a very different. Prediction is live. Oh, that's right. He's got speed. Yeah, I'm fucked now. Alright, you know what? We're in top 4. I'm going to speed it up at this point, because top 4 is all speed monsters, and I simply do not want to watch things go to time. Yeah, 99-1 odds. I think 75-1 odds, I should say. That's fair. I do think Namor's got this. Yeah, option of tank versus speed. You start to see a lot of diversity and matchup dependency. Yeah. Alright, there's the 1 hit. Batard needs something, though. If Batard can dodge everything, he wins. But him dodging a bunch of 30% is like very unlikely. Oh, the tongue punch lands. Alright. Have more life, you can totally win. I have to dodge way too many attacks. You also see things like Monster that hard wins versus X and is super catered to fighting X. Like high speed and defense, low skill builds. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of like counter build stuff. 300 damage. Alright, we're still in it. No Fury though, eh? Alright. Well, my guy went out. It's fair. I do think this Suezo is probably going to win. So congratulations to the future champ. 4th place, I'm okay with. I beat the tanks and I lost to the speed monsters. What can you do? Winners finals. Yikes and Cocaine Worm. So congratulations to everybody. But the Suezo is going to win. I don't know how to tell you guys. Cocaine Worm might give it some trouble. You could run the standard tank, then someone could be like, I'm gonna run the thing that specifically nukes the standard tank. All these innovations are fairly new. Yeah. For 3,500, the meta doesn't exist, really. Like, you're looking at it. Because they don't play this way in Japan, either. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Oh, Yikes has the higher life, but Cocaine Worm is going to have a higher chance to hit, even with that skill being lower. Saw the stream title before update. It was Monster Rancher 3 and I was confused. I'm missing out on Goofy Monster Rancher 1 AI. Yeah, YouTube's silly. Like, it doesn't update the titles right away sometimes. Though these dynamics, I assume, have been seen in middleweight Monster Rancher 2 as well. It's not... I would say it's more matchup dependent in this than it is in middleweight. Defense speed, for example, could only happen in 3 stats, just invested more life. Yeah. 84% on Cocaine Worm. You're basically hoping that Worm's going to land 1 attack. Okay, there we go. That's probably it. Remember Good Luck Have Fun the Hopper? I do. With the 4 skill. Sneeze having a 16% chance to hit is pretty interesting. These monsters are kind of similar. These mega anti-tanks remind me of something. Remind me of that thing. Yeah. 18 accuracy. Yeah, it's big. Stat distribution-wise with the 4 skill. Yeah, it's very similar. Good Luck Have Fun doesn't have like a nuke though. It's a good idea. It's just that monster specifically, like Hopper, is like maybe not the best user of that strategy. But yeah, it's the same basic principle. Alright, we're halfway through game number 2. No hits landing. Aren't you glad we sped this up? Imagine watching this at like regular speed. It would take like another like... Oh my god, hits the Pierce on the time up? That is so BM, dude. Alright, Cocaine Worm going to grand finals. This is an outsider looking in. No, you're right. You're on the money. Alright, we got Yikes. Yikers. Wait, is it... let me update this first. Cocaine Worm lands the last attack. And then we got, yeah, Yikes and Namor. Yikes beat Namor 2-0 last time. He's landing the 9%, right? Yeah. Wait, I did the thing again. It just happens in this game and you don't get it. You gotta sign up for the jank. It can feel bad. Like, I get it. It's not like I'm immune to it. I've definitely watched streams where my monster's in it, and I've seen some shit and been like, well, that feels like I wasted a bunch of my time for no reason, and then, you know, close the stream. So I get it. Okay. Prediction is live. Reminder that Namor won this last time, or sorry, Yikes won this last time, but I do think, you know, it's only because of the 9% hits. You gotta sign up for Pixie Clicking Pad 5 times in a row. It does make you, like, tilted to see that, though. I don't think you're that strong of a person yourself. It's very easy, you're right, to just be like, yeah, just, you know, accept it. And, like, not get mad. Like, there's a gap there. And the flip throw miss. Teleport miss. The spit, good damage. Namor is in the lead. A tongue punch. Yikes goes for the... Oh my god, he can't miss. The monkey luck. That's insane. Yikes has now beat Namor 3 times by hitting a move with less than 10% accuracy. Though, yeah, that was actually 6%. Was it? It might be lower. But the thing to keep in mind is that the percentage it shows isn't always the percentage of the actual tech. It's annoying. It's better than it was in Monster Rancher 1. Because in DX, they changed it a little bit. In Monster Rancher 1, the percent it showed was the percent of the tech you had selected. Like, with, you know how you can, like, move the finger back and forth to, like, change techs? So you could have, like, Cyclone up, but instead have another tech. And it would say, like, 90% chance to hit. But that would actually be for the tech that the finger was on. And you would have to, like, physically move it over to Cyclone to see what the percentage chance for Cyclone is. It said 6%, yes, but a glitch that still happens in this game, and it's present in the original game as well, is the monster can use an attack that's not active in that slot. You see it with, like, Magic using Machine Gun, even though it had, like, Psychic Blow up. When that happens, the percentage it's showing is the percentage of the tech that was active in the slot, not the one that they used. So sometimes the percent's not actually on. Like, for example, we saw Pixie hit a 1% a little while ago, but it wasn't actually a 1%. It was like 27%, I think, with Lightning. Dude, what the fuck? I cursed him? It's so fucked up because Yikes did this exact same thing last time too. In the last tournament, he literally was just landing 10% over and over again. It's so funny. Yes, the monkey won. Alright, we got Grand Finals, Cocaine Worm and Yikes. I do think that the Suezo had the best shot. Like, just numerically looking at it, he had the best shot to win it. But instead, it's Monkey's turn. Alright, Cocaine Worm, pretty obvious advantage here. More skill, or rather, I guess he doesn't have an obvious advantage. If he hits, he's gonna win. But he has to hit. And that's really what it comes down to. Alright. prediction is live. We are betting. This is the last bet of the night. If you bet for Cocaine Worm, you're betting that it is going to win one set. If you're betting for Yikes, you're betting that it is going to beat Cocaine Worm here in a best 2 out of 3 and reset bracket and beat him a second time. So we could potentially see 5-6 games of this matchup. So is the meta of Monster Rancher 1 basically welterweight? I don't know, man. I actually don't. It's really funny how top 4 was all monsters with max speed and like low skill. Except for the Suezo, which had good skill and low defense and got its ass beat. The one that should have been able to beat the other ones just got outlucked. Put everything you want tonight on the Worm? Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. 13,000 on the Worm right now. And we got 8,000 on the Monkey. Your only bet of the night? Here we go. If Monkey wins, it's a long night. If Cocaine Worms, we get to go home to our families. I get to go sleep in a big bed with my wife. Double whip gonna miss. Flip throw gonna miss. Pierce, 21%. Yeah, I don't think it actually had 20. Oh, there's the double whip. That's probably it. Because even if that punch hits, it's not doing as much damage. Alright. If I were to run another Monster Rancher 1 tournament, next time I do it, I'm definitely doing single elim. Or maybe round robin, but only one match. And then... I mean, I'd probably try a different stat cap. Alright. If the Worm wins this, the tournament's over. We've done it. The grab throw miss. The bite miss. The whip miss. The pierce miss. The throw miss. They're swinging. Yeah, see, double whip didn't have 6%. Oh, the flip throw, that's big damage. That's big damage. 10 seconds left on the clock. I don't think Cocaine Worm can do enough damage to win it here. Yikes is going to win game number 2. Actual Monster Rancher 1 welterweight. So that's where I got the idea from welterweight. Was actually from the Monster Rancher 1 Koshin they ran. The only tournament they've run for this game is 1999 stat cap, or 1997 stat cap. It's really funny. That's how we learned that like Worm and Plant were good, like on the power side. Okay, here we go. Flip throw miss. Cocaine Worm still on tournament point. Oh my god. Yikes is gonna have to do some big damage here. 40 seconds or else he's out. Got hit twice. Oh, brother, I got bad news for you. Even swing throw, I don't think is gonna do it here. Or flip throw. The bites are missing. 2 hits. Hey, Cocaine Worm, how come your mom lets you land 2 attacks? That's it. Cocaine Worm gonna take it. Congratulations, Kane. You won the tournament. You did it.
I'm sorry.
You did the thing. I'm very happy for you. But it's not over yet. One for all the marbles. I don't know why I said it like that. My voice just like exploded. 1 match to go. You thought it was over? You gotta fight Fingies. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Do you like Fingies or do you like Cocaine Worm? Both the same age? That's how you know it's an even match. The secret boss. This is one match. There's no rematch on this. Whoever wins this wins the whole tournament. We got all the money on the worm. Holy moly. Not even... Okay, we got a little bit. Yeah, it's about 60-40 in the bets. Here we go. Face drill 35%. I don't even know how much damage that would do. Probably like nothing. I set this up to be like a secret boss, but this is such a fucked up matchup for Fingies. He's got like 0% chance to win this. Hook. I need a hook to crit. 5 seconds left. It appears. The problem is plant doesn't do any damage. So even if I land the attack, I'm still fucked. Just one last chance for you guys to lose some chips. You know, wouldn't be Monster Rancher without that. Your fight money, you should not have bet on the plant. I'm pretty sure Twitch ran an ad through that anyway. So, like, nobody even saw it. Alright. Cocaine Worm wins 2-1. That's the Monster Rancher 1 tournament. That was kind of hell. Monster Rancher 1 is absolutely not a serious game. Let's take a look at the bracket. Or the standings, I should say. Was wondering where Fingies is earlier. It's a bad build. It's not very good at all. I definitely didn't want to enter it in the tournament, and I'm glad I didn't, because Batard got 4th. Pretty solid. Pretty happy about that. Cocaine Worm, 5-0. Yikes with a 4-2. Beating Namor twice. Namor got double eliminated by the person who got 2nd place. That's insane. Batard, Bill Wormton. Wormton lost to Batard and Namor, I do believe. Yeah. Midgar Swarm, Ava, and Pepper to round out our top 8. So close yet again. Yeah, I mean, did good. Namor got top 3. I'm content. It was a good build. I think it should have won the tournament. Realistically, I think it got incredibly unlucky. But I do believe it had the potential to win the whole thing. Though I will say, if you're going to run 100 defense, you might as well run 1 defense, and you might as well run 1 life. Like, it's not, there's like no real situation where you would want to bother investing into it. Yikes, fuck that Suezo in particular. He hit him with 4 different attacks at under 10% chance to hit. Thanks for the tournament. Thanks for playing. I do appreciate it. And then down in 9th, we got I Eat Light, and he's got a gun. And then we got Jambu and Pudding, all tied for 12th. Chris Pratt, I Captain, Shin Koiwa, and today's catch in 16th place. Or 13th place, rather. And then Poxbox and Vivi didn't make top 16. This is crazy, though. I Captain and Shin Koiwa both going 0-2. The 1 and 2 from last tournament. Anything can happen in this. This shit sucks. This game is so goofy, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I think it's a little bit more like the gameplay is a little bit more degenerative than it is in Monster Rancher 2, where it's like the best strategy is maybe very anti-committal, kind of like what we saw with Cocaine Worm and Yikes and Batard. Batard is built to beat tanks. It has no potential against anything else, really. Really had to be super degenerate, but I warned everyone. It's fine. You know, I don't know why Nash's tournaments feel more high stakes than usual. I don't know. It might just be, do I not run them as often? I don't know. Anyway, let's find someone to raid so I can go get some sleep. And then wake up early and do 1,000,000 hours of video editing. And then go to work. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Monster Rancher 1's a fun game, even if it's kind of wonky. Oh, Fat Platypus is streaming, and he's got a new name. It was also his birthday lately, so we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid, and we're gonna yell happy birthday at him. Okay? Let me just type happy birthday. I'm gonna put something you can spam. Oh, where's my, I don't know. It's not working. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I would say tomorrow, but probably not tomorrow. Hopefully Wednesday. Again, I work so much this week. Fuck. Maybe we'll do something Thursday. Maybe we'll do something Thursday. I'm working tomorrow and the day after. But, you know, I'll see you when I see you. That's all I'm saying. Work sucks. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.